en otra parte del mundo y todo eso era extremadamente positivo, compartir información como nunca, aún, digamos, casi gratuitamente cuando antes el libro era.
Hi, this is Gene from Listening to Radio, KB9001MWDX, KB9001SWL, KB9001MWDX, and of course my ham radio call sign WN9ZWC. I want to talk about the contest that's going on a little bit, but I'm not going to give like a report of call signs or anything like that. And eventually I might do that and talk about stations, especially international shortwave stations or stations here in the U.S. that I logged. I'll probably go over those logs later on, but I just wanted to give some tips to the various operators, especially if they're new operators doing contesting with medium wave DX and shortwave and just getting into shortwave. And the first thing I want to say about that is you have to think about approaching the contesting part of this the same way you would if you were a radioman. And what I'm talking about is somebody who was employed as their profession as a radioman, say, especially like military communications people on radios, and a lot of that's gone digital, but they have radio rooms, or a police dispatcher for that matter, or any type of control operator, say for the railroad, and you're working in a command center and you're routing and information. You have to think on those terms and kind of make it a job while you're doing the contest. So you have to put a lot of time on your seat and put the headphones on and practice listening skills. And as a radioman, there's a lot of resources for us out there for the DXers. And by the way, I want to just also mention this real quick. The station, or the part of our station inside of our shack, is referred to as a listening post. So that listening -post title or name refers to a military style post. You're sitting a post. You have a listening post. You sit down, you put on your headphones, and you begin to copy information. The good part about this is during the computer age, we have all types of resources available to us on the internet, and you can look those up. I'll try to drop some links in the low bar so you can find that or put it in the community section. But there's all kinds of information. You can also go online and buy the World of Radio and TV Handbook. It's a little bit pricey, but it's probably well worth it because it's about 2 inches thick of indispensable information for that professional radio operator or that radio person, that radioman. And it's all about time on station and identifying stations. Sometimes I can spend several minutes. I won't say in the contesting mode, I'm not listening for an hour or more, but I'm spending at least some 15 to 20 minutes time on each project if I don't know what the call sign is. I try to catch the transmission, say, especially on AM radio, at the top and the bottom of the hour because I know they're going to go into some type of commercial segment and they're going to have to identify. They're going to have to identify sooner or later. So I'll try to listen for a call sign and do it the traditional radio operator way. There's another way that I've done it is making comparisons because you can get your cell phone and everything is being streamed on the internet as well. So I can actually verify if I'm hearing it on the radio, I can go to their site and hit listen to the radio, and I could see if I'm getting the exact same information. And that's a good verification that you're on track, and that's the radio station you think you're listening to. Generally, all the AM radio stations are all on the 10s. It's 540, 560, 790, 780, 860. It's all on the 10s, 890, 780. So it's really a no-brainer. And if you drop onto those 10s and you just listen for a while, and for me, I have a AM loop antenna, so I sit there and I change the antenna to see what I can filter into the radio on those locked frequencies and identify information that way. So that's another way to do it. And I'll also try to do a video on the AM loop because I was kind of surprised. I posted a picture of my post during the contest on an AM DXing Facebook page, and a couple people came up and they were like, "What's that?" And I was really surprised to get the "What's that" thing on the AM radio DXing side, but it's good because that means there's new people coming in to learn. And hey, we're here to teach you. I want to teach you. I want you to listen to the radio, and I want you to input into the radio and input into the system. So the last part of this is, of course, you're doing your logging. There is a dedicated program designed for DXers, and I'm not sure what the name of the website is. I'll look it up and try and drop that in the low bar too. I remember I did look at it, but for some reason it was pricey and I didn't want to pay for it. I think that was the reason. It was pricey. So what I did is I'm pretty good with Microsoft Access, and I just went into Access and I created a database for my daily logging. And you can do that, if you want to do some study on Access. I think I have it in Microsoft 365, and I actually started building my own logging programs and tracking programs in Access a long time ago, so it was really easy for me to do. So that's mine. But what I did for the contesting, all they want is a spreadsheet. So I just created a spreadsheet. I made it look pretty and did the logging and had that information and logged it on computer. And of course, some people still keep paper logs. If you want to do a paper log, you could do that. Of course, if you're contesting, they're going to want your documentation on a spreadsheet so it can be sent by email. They're not going to ask for a paper one or give you an address to send it to. They want it electronically. So it would behoove you just to get yourself a laptop and set yourself up a logging program. And you can log many things. I have many pages for logging on Microsoft Excel and CB, other contests, information on radio stations. I use Microsoft Access all the time, every day. So, okay, just some food for thought. I just wanted to make this a quick video. I didn't want this to be an all-day affair. So, okay, good luck in the contest and keep logging.